Well, after last night's Monday Night Raw, it seems that we have our Survivor Series main event, even though I still think that there are big changes to come in this match. On paper, we have Team Cena going up against the Authority. I was hoping that more than likely they were going to add some sort of another stipulation onto this match. Maybe Triple H would sort of hit up John Cena and try to push the envelope to, sort of get something returned in his favor, whether if he was going to ask John Cena for his WWE Championship match against Brock Lesnar back, maybe saying that he wasn't going to be the number one contender if the Team Cena wasn't able to pull off the big one, sort of putting up something against if the Authority loses, the Authority would no longer be in power. But it just seems like that's not the road they're going down. But they still have time in order to pull this together with more Monday Night Raws before Survivor Series. But as of right now, the way they have it all down is John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Big Show, Jack Swagger, and Sheamus. Now, last night, we saw Jack Swagger take 2 curb stomps from Seth Rollins, as well as we saw Dolph Ziggler beat up by Luke Harper in the back and thrown into the office of Triple H and Stephanie. That doesn't mean that both of these guys are eliminated from this team, but I mean, we did see Randy Orton, carted out of the arena after taking the 2 curb stomps from Seth Rollins the week before. Jack Swagger was never really looked at as the big-time main eventer, but in my eyes, as being one of my favorite guys in WWE that I root for, I was pumped when I heard that he was going to be a part of this. I wish I would have been watching this live, so I could have been live tweeting with everybody, throwing up the yes. It was a moment almost like when Jack Swagger came from nowhere to win the Elimination Chamber to get the title shot at WrestleMania 29. I thought that this was a really, really big deal for him. He had the really huge SummerSlam going up against Rusev and turning babyface. He had the good long string of matches against Rusev. He didn't get the wins in those, but he did come out looking better than he was before. It sort of, rehabbed his image as a babyface. Him and Zeb, waving the American flag, doing some things that we thought that they should have done with Jack Swagger a long time ago. With his career starting and stopping all the time. Then he went on and he had the matches against Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas lost the matches, but Bo Dallas went on and he had another, series of matches with somebody else, while Swagger just stalled out, and he's still wrestling house shows, and he's still, a guy that shows up on TV here and there, but even though he won the feud, he lost in the long run. Ziggler is the guy that I would be really surprised if he took out of this match. I can see him getting beaten up and taken out, but no way. I mean, he's one of the guys that's really going to get one of the pushes that from this match, being involved with the name value of all this big, huge main event. Sheamus in there. Big Show, to me, really kills the mid-card. Their feuds, Sheamus versus Rusev and Big Show versus Mark Henry, are both matches that we really, really need to see to fill up this card. I don't know what they're going to do to fill it all up. But Big Show is the guy that, he has a feud with Rusev. He also has a feud with Mark Henry. He wants to beat both of those guys, so it's good that he's in there. Team Authority is going to need some tinkering, but it's Kane, Seth Rollins, Mark Henry, Rusev, and Ryback. Ryback is the guy that basically beat the whole team up last night and left him laying there in the middle of the ring. So, we don't really know, is Ryback really, contractually obligated to be a part of this team, or is he going to go off and he going to be on his own, or maybe even jump over to Team Cena, seeing how he didn't like the way he was treated. It was sort of like an ongoing thing. Basically, Kane was bossing Ryback around in the back, trying to, show, who the bigger man was. Seth Rollins didn't know what Ryback's name was. Lots of little tips that went along with like this. It wasn't just like Ryback went crazy and just started beating all of these guys up. But we know that, minus Ryback, the Team Authority is going to be able to stick together. They're going to be well-oiled glue. They're all, true heels. None of these guys are looking for any sort of a babyface turn along the way. Sheamus, on the other side, he keeps losing these matches. If you count out, does it come to a point where he finally flips his lid and he turns on Team Cena to join Team Authority? You can remember back to after WrestleMania time, the rumors were that Sheamus was going to turn heel and replace Batista, and they were going to be able to continue on the Evolution storyline, and that just really didn't go anywhere. Sheamus is the guy with the United States Championship. His run didn't really mean anything. He just kept on, getting some matches here and there, and that was it. I mean, nothing really big for this guy. They want him to be like the number 2, maybe even number 3 face in the company, but he never really seems like he really has anything really going on. But I'm still really looking for Randy Orton to be placed in this match at the last minute. If he replaces Swagger, if he replaces Ziggler one way or another, I think Randy's going to be there. It's just a matter of, I don't think the Authority is going to lose this match. I just think it's going to be how they're able to screw all these guys at one time. If they're going to have a triple count out or something like that, WWE doesn't want to go out like that. I can see him screwing one guy, but you can't screw everybody at once. And that's the one thing that I'm trying to figure out about this match. But it's on the WWE Network. It's going to be free for the month of November. So everybody should be pumped for this. A free show, a free pay-per-view. You got to be kidding me. Love you guys.